John Cena's heel turn and the booking henceforth can be considered the greatest waste of opportunity in wrestling history. A run that was filled with Travis Scott, hilariously shit WrestleMania main event, a horrible match including Brock Lesnar, 5 fucking matches including Logan Paul, and a very poorly booked ending. By the way, I'm wearing 2 mics because I don't know which one will record better. I can't even put all the blame on Dwayne. Yes, his not showing up did not help at all. But holy hell did WWE fuck up everywhere else too. Not having Punk and Cena at Money in the Bank, reason for turning heel making genuinely zero sense, the heel turn ending very abruptly, horrible R-Truth interjection, a weird little feud with Dom and Judgment Day towards the end of his career, and a smile on his face while he tapped out. Fuck you. Were there bright spots? Yes. The SummerSlam match, the AJ match especially, becoming a Grand Slam champion and making Gunther the final boss. But that's about it. Him turning heel didn't help any of that. So that got me thinking. What if John Cena never turned heel? And what if WWE made the retirement tour appropriate for a man who has a claim to be genuinely the greatest of all time? WWE, you didn't do it better. You barely did it good. So let me have a go. Act 1. Hustle, Loyalty, Rumble. We start at the Royal Rumble. John Cena enters the match and he survives. He claws his way through the field, outlasts man after man and makes it to the Final Four. The Final Four are Roman Reigns, CM Punk, Sami Zayn and John Cena. Cena eliminates CM Punk. He's in the Final 3. Roman Reigns, Cena, Sami Zayn. One step away from WrestleMania. And then Roman Reigns eliminates John Cena to massive boos. The crowd is furious. Cena is heartbroken, but Roman stands tall. And after approximately 5 minutes of great final 2 action, Sami Zayn haluba kicks Roman Reigns over the top rope as a direct, personal, deeply satisfying fuck you for years of torment. Sami Zayn is going to WrestleMania. He will face WWE Champion Cody Rhodes at WrestleMania Night 1. That's perfect, we're not touching that. But John Cena needs another path, and that path runs through the Elimination Chamber. Act 2. You want some? Come get some eliminations. Cena, CM Punk, Seth Rollins and the others are all in the chamber. The match progresses and at some point Seth Rollins gets eliminated by CM Punk. And Seth, just like real life, curb stomps Punk after being eliminated. He gets escorted out, the damage though is done. The only difference in this booking is Cena doesn't see it. He was recovering from a GTS and by the time he's back in play, Punk is out. Cena makes Punk tap out. He wins the Elimination Chamber and as far as Cena's concerned, he earned it legitimately. But Punk knows it better and we know what happened as well. And that sits there quietly like a thing that's going to matter later. The Raw after Chamber, Cena finds Punk and says, I'm sorry. I didn't see what said it to you. If I had seen that, I would have given you time. I would have helped you up. But I didn't see it and I'm genuinely sorry. Punk stops him and says, hey, I would have done the same thing even if I had seen it. You're going to headline WrestleMania, John. Go, be ready. Don't waste your time on me right now. I'll settle things with Seth. But just remember, you owe me a favor. There is a version of CM Punk that is petty and political and impossible. This is not that version. This is the other version. The one that respects the game even when the game doesn't respect him back. The depth Punk feels isn't paid. It's just deferred. But John Cena is going to WrestleMania to face Gunther for the World Heavyweight Championship. Act 3. Never give up. At the contract signing, Gunther is not impressed. Cena though comes in confident. He's John Cena. He's headlined multiple WrestleManias and he's going to headline this year's WrestleMania as well. And Gunther, sitting across the table, looks at him and tells him the truth in the most brutal way imaginable. You lost the Royal Rumble. You lost to Solo Sikoa. Your last championship match, you lost to Roman Reigns. And you would not have won the Elimination Chamber if Seth Rollins hadn't already destroyed CM Punk for you. So what exactly makes you think you can beat me? And John Cena looks Gunther dead in the eyes and says, because I'm the greatest of all time. Not elaborate, not clever. The only answer he has, and he means every syllable. WrestleMania. Cena vs Gunther for the World Heavyweight Championship. The match is everything. Brutal, physical, methodical. Gunther taking Cena apart limb by limb, piece by piece. Cena refuses to be taken apart though. 20 minutes in, Gunther locks in the sleeper hold. Cena starts to fade. The arm drops once, it drops twice, and before it can drop a third time, Gunther lets go. He steps back, looks at Cena on the mat, goes outside the ring, grabs a water bottle and pours the water on Cena's face. This is not how he's going to win. Cena wakes up, confused. Then immediately Gunther locks in a sleeper a second time. Cena starts to fade. Gunther pours the last of the water on Cena's face. And then, before Cena can fully process what is happening, Gunther locks in the STF. John Cena, in the hold he invented, in the submission that defines him, looks at the rope he cannot reach, and he taps out. The arena just sits there in stunned, awful silence. Nobody boos, nobody cheers. They just don't know what to do with that because John Cena has tapped out in the main event of WrestleMania. Side note, this is where the question of WrestleMania's main event becomes interesting. You can put Cody vs. Sami in the night 2 main event for the proper crowd-pleasing fireworks and tears happy ending, or you can do the brave move. You put Cena vs. Gunther in the night 2 main event and you let a match that ends with John Cena tapping out, the heel winning, close out the biggest show of the year. That is what I'm going with, but if you want, you can also go with night 1 if that makes sense to you, and night 2 can be headlined by Cody and Sami, but I'm going with Cena and Gunther. Act 4. Ruthless Depression. The next night on Raw, Cena's music hits. He walks out, the crowd cheers because they always cheer. He gets on the mic, he doesn't smile and he says, "I'm sorry. I gave up." He puts the mic down and walks to the back. Randy Orton comes out the week after and he is not happy. Not in a heel way. Randy doesn't turn heel. He's angry the way a friend is angry. He gets in Cena's face and says, "What the hell is wrong with you? You tapped out. This is not the John Cena I know. This is not the man I've respected and hated for the past 20 years. What are you doing? Who the hell are you?" He attacks Cena. He's angry. Angry because he cares. And that's more interesting than anything a healed Randy Orton would do. Backlash, Cena vs. Orton. A match they've had 100 times that somehow still works. They can have the same match they did in real life, but I would change the ending a little. At the end, Randy winds up for the punt. The crowd goes silent, and then Randy looks at Cena, and he doesn't pull the trigger. He pulls back, reaches down, picks Cena up, and hits another RKO. 1, 2, 3. Randy Orton wins. Dominic Mysterio comes out on Raw and challenges John Cena. Cena at this point is somewhere deeply inside his head. He's disappointed in himself and angry at everything except the fans. The fans are the one thing he is still sure about. At Saturday night's main event, Dominic Mysterio faces John Cena and Dom cheats to beat him. Because of course he does. It's what Dom does. But watching Cena lose to Dominic Mysterio via chicanery is uncomfortable in the best way possible. Next up, Drew McIntyre shows up on Raw and he is not coming to shake hands. He looks at Cena and says, "I used to think you were the greatest of all time, but I see it now. You never actually knew how to wrestle. You just got away with it for 20 years, and now you're not getting away with it, and the whole world can see it. Take your ball and go home, John, before you embarrass yourself any further." Something snaps. Cena hits McIntyre. Everything he's been swallowing since WrestleMania comes out through his fist. They brawl all the way to the back and the match is made for Money in the Bank. Cena versus McIntyre. McIntyre wins clean. Clean as a whistle. No screw job, no interference, no DQ, no low blow. He just wins. One Claymore is all it took. Also, just to tie the entire WWE universe together in this booking, I'm still having Seth Rollins win the Money in the Bank briefcase. The Raw after Money in the Bank, Cena's music hits. He comes out, the crowd cheers. He stands there and he's visibly sad. And he just says, I'm sorry. I'm sorry for everything." He puts down the mic and he's about to leave. Head down. He goes up the ramp. But before he can go, R-Truth's music hits. Act 5. Never give up. R-Truth walks out. Truth tries to talk to Cena and make dumb jokes like, "You were my role model when I was a kid," but Cena shouts and says, "Shut up, Truth. I gave up. I let everyone down. I can never be your or anyone else's role model. I've let every single kid who has ever looked up to me down. I don't even know what I'm doing here anymore." Truth waits a couple seconds and replies, Whoa, John. Hold up. What do you mean you gave up? You're right here. You're still standing in front of me. That isn't giving up. That's just, taking a nap with some extra pain, dog. Look, everyone messes up. Everyone has ups, downs, sideways, loop-de-loops. Yeah, you tapped to Gunther at Mania. I saw it. We all saw it. Even you saw it. But you're still here. You didn't go home. You didn't disappear. You didn't leap. You still have breath in your lungs and sneakers on your feet. That means the game isn't over. You didn't lose everything, right? You just lost one fight. Win the whole thing in the end. Boom. Never give up. Never gave up either. Hey, that's just maths. Is it maths? I genuinely don't know. But these words hit Cena exactly where it needed to. And then Logan Paul's music hits and he walks out and starts cutting a promo on Cena. Tells him he's washed, he's a relic, that the only legacy he'll have is being a man who quit. Goes on for a while. Logan is really good at being insufferable. Cena listens to about 30 seconds of it, and as soon as Logan enters the ring, he scoops him up and hits him with the attitude adjustment. Cena turns back to Truth and says, "Thanks, Truth." The arena explodes. John Cena is back. Act 6. Guess who's back again. Cena's back. Tell a friend. Night of Champions is in Saudi Arabia, and WWE is going to do John Cena vs. Logan Paul regardless of what I want them. We cannot stop this. What we can do is make sure it happens at the worst possible location, which means it's probably in exactly the right place at Saudi Arabia. John Cena vs. Logan Paul. Logan hits Cena with the brass knuckles. 1, 2, Cena barely kicks out at 2.99. Logan stares at his brass knuckles in disbelief. Cena gets up, shoulder block, side slam, 5-knuckle shuffle, and an attitude adjustment. 1, 2, 3. He wins his first match since Elimination Chamber. On the Raw, after Night of Champion, Dominic Mysterio defends the Intercontinental Championship against R-Truth. Because why not? Let's just do it. Dom wins, of course, and afterwards the Judgment Day try to put a beating on Truth after the bell. But Cena comes out and runs them off, which sets up at Saturday night's main event, John Cena and R-Truth teaming up for one night only against Dominic Mysterio and Finn Balor. One night, one match because the story called for it. And they win. Cena and Truth hit a double attitude adjustment on Dom and Finn simultaneously, and the crowd absolutely lose their mind. Next night on Raw, Cena gets on the mic and calls out Gunther. And he says, "I know you beat me, and I know you made me tap out. I know you got to headline WrestleMania and beat the man who, let's not call it a humble brag, but called himself the greatest of all time. Maybe you deserve that title. Maybe in a few years you'll claim every title there is. But right now I'm challenging you one more time. Gunther, if you accept this challenge and if you win, I will retire then and there. You won't just be the man who made John Cena tap out. You have the opportunity to be the man who retired the greatest of all time." That makes Gunther accept the challenge. Act 7. Ruthless Redemption. SummerSlam. Two things happening side by side. On the WWE title side, WWE Champion Sami Zayn faces CM Punk with the title on the line. The match is great, but then mid-match, while both men are down, Seth Rollins' music hits. He sprints to the ring, briefcase in hand, cash in is official, and Seth pins whoever's left standing. Seth Rollins is the WWE Champion. Meanwhile, Cena vs. Gunther 2. The rematch, the title, and the career on the line. This match is a war. Cena is fighting like a man who knows exactly what's at stake. Not just a championship, but the right to keep going. The right to say he never truly gave up. Gunther is fighting to finish what he started at WrestleMania. There is, at some point, a wrinkle. Ludwig Kaiser tries to interfere from ringside, and before he can get his hands anywhere near anything important, R-Truth sprints in from the back and plants himself between Kaiser and the ring. Inside the ring, Cena has the attitude adjustment. Gunther kicks out. Gunther locks in the STF. Cena's own move turned back on him again, and Cena somehow barely gets to the ropes. The match goes longer than anyone thought it would, and in the end, John Cena hits an avalanche AA for the win. Just barely. John Cena is the World Heavyweight Champion one last time. Act 8. The champ is finally here. After SummerSlam, Cena runs an open challenge on alternating weeks. The rule: you must never have won a world championship in WWE. He faces Carmelo Hayes. He faces Ilya Dragunov. He faces Chad Gable. Hell, he even faces Jey Uso if he's still over with his heat thing. These are matches that matter. A legend giving his time to the next generation, week by week, passing something down. And then, after his match against, let's say, Shinsuke Nakamura, because why not, AJ Styles appears on Raw, walks out, stands in front of Cena, and they just look at each other for a moment. They shake hands. The match is made for Clash in Paris. Two legends, one more time in Paris. Literally the same match they had in real life, but at Paris. Cena wins exactly that, nothing more. Also on the same night, CM Punk vs Seth Rollins for the WWE Championship with two stipulations. A. Braun Breaker is banned from coming anywhere near the ring, and B. If Punk loses, he can never challenge Seth during this title reign. During the match, Bronson Reed hits Punk behind the referee's back, aligns himself with Seth, and helps him win. The vision grows, and Punk cannot challenge Seth anymore. Act 9. You can see him if you have a good vision. I genuinely could not find any pun for this. A couple of Raws after Clash in Paris, R-Truth challenges John Cena for the title. Of course he does. The match is basically a comedy match and it commits completely. R-Truth does all of Cena's moves back at him. Shoulder tackle, 5-knuckle shuffle. He hoists Cena up for an attitude adjustment. It is technically John Cena vs John Cena, except one of them is R-Truth. Cena eventually wins. That's confusing. The white one wins, basically. After the match though, Braun Breaker hits the ring and spears Cena through a fucking barricade. Clean through it. Stands over the wreckage and stares into the camera. He has been sent by Seth Rollins. The Vision already has one title. Now they want another. Things are converging. Seth's empire is growing. Braun Breaker is his enforcer. Cody Rhodes is his problem on the WWE title side. Cena is his problem on the other. There's a special event. Elevated SmackDown, Supercharged SNME, whatever you want to call it. And the match is John Cena and Cody Rhodes versus Seth Rollins and Braun Breaker. Two title feuds, one ring. It ends with Breaker pinning Cena after a massive spear. WrestlePalooza. Two matches matter. The WWE title match, Seth Rollins vs Cody Rhodes 4, opens the show. Braun Breaker and Bronson Reed interfere to help Seth retain. The other world title match, John Cena vs Braun Breaker, takes place later down the night. Here's the story. Cena has faced powerhouses his entire career. Batista, Umaga, men who were enormous and fast and could end you with one mistake. He has 20 years of experience for people like Braun Breaker. He knows when to move, when to absorb, when to just survive. Braun has never faced anyone like Cena. Not because Cena is the most gifted athlete in the world, he absolutely isn't, and the IWC and myself will be delighted to tell you so, but because John Cena is simultaneously the greatest of all time and the worst wrestler of all time, and there is no in between. The experience is the difference in this match, however. Seth and Bronson try to get involved in Cena's match too, but Cody Rhodes grabs the chair and beats Bronson down on the outside, and Seth takes one look at the situation and runs back up the ramp. Braun loads up the spear, Cena sidesteps, two attitude adjustments, 1, 2, 3. Cena wins that match by the skin of his teeth. And if this match happened 2 years from now, Braun wins easily. The window Cena climbed through is already closing. After the match, Punk's music hits. For the first time since SummerSlam, he shows his face. He walks down, passes Seth Rollins on the stage, doesn't look at him, passes Cody Rhodes on the ramp, doesn't look at him, walks into the ring and faces John Cena. Face to face. I don't care what you guys say, that is cinema. He says to Cena, remember the favor? Act 10. Do I have your attention now? On the way to Crown Jewel on Raw, Cody Rhodes was attacked backstage earlier in the night by somebody. Everyone assumes it was someone from Seth's crew. He misses the pay-per-view. Crown Jewel, Cena vs Punk. Neither man is a villain, both faces, both with something to prove. The build has pipe bombs. Punk brings up, without making a big deal out of it, that Cena eliminated him from the Rumble. And then Cena pinned him at the Chamber under circumstances that weren't clean, even if Cena didn't know that. But it's a grievance and not a vendetta. Cena says plainly, last time we faced, you beat me. I cannot let that happen again. This title doesn't end with you. The match is extraordinary. They have great chemistry and it is everything their best matches have always been. And at the end, Cena has Punk on his shoulders. Attitude adjustment loaded. The match is his, but Punk grabs the referee, pulls him directly into Cena. Cena drops Punk immediately to check on the ref. He always does, that's who he is. And Punk knew it, and Punk used it. Punk rolls out of the ring, and The Rock slides in. Rock bottom. Punk comes back in, picks up Cena, GTS. Referee stirs. 1, 2, 3. CM Punk wins the World Heavyweight Championship with The Rock next to him. They bloody up John Cena and leave him laying in a pool of his own blood. The next night on Raw, Punk gets on the mic. John Cena eliminated me from the Royal Rumble. John Cena pinned me at the Elimination Chamber. A match he only won because Seth Rollins had already put me in the ground. But Cena didn't know that, did he? Right? Cena's always got a clean conscience. Seth's goon cost me every opportunity I had at the title, and nobody came to help me. Cody Rhodes, this company, everybody, they'll come running for Cena. Nobody came running for me. So yeah, I will align myself with the devil himself if that is what it takes to headline WrestleMania for the first fucking time in my career. That is not a billionaire speech. That is just a man who knows exactly who it is. The Rock's involvement is exactly what it would be in real life. Hollywood ego, unfinished business, the pathological need to be the most important person in any room. Some things don't need rebooking. Cena, still taped up from last night, comes out and grabs the mic. You know I would have won if I hadn't cheated, and as much as I would love to prove that one more time, I know the deck won't be in my favor. So, Punk, you can spend the rest of your career knowing you couldn't beat an old John Cena without cheating. Punk is furious, but then he turns. I'm not here for you, Punk. I'm here for you, Dwayne. Last time we fought, I beat you. We headlined WrestleMania, but then again you rock bottomed me at WrestleMania 40. Last night you did it again. You think you have the upper hand? No. At Survivor Series, the first time we ever fought side by side, I'm calling your ass out. One final time. John Cena versus The Rock. Act 11, thrice in a lifetime. Survivor Series, 3 things happen here. First, the War Games match. Seth's team consists of himself, Ron Breakker, Pete, Logan Paul, and Drew McIntyre. And they face the Usos, Roman Reigns, LA Knight, and Jacob Fatu. Ron Breakker costs his team the match as he accidentally spears Seth Rollins, and the following Raw, Seth Rollins turns on him, kicks him out of the group, and Braun, who gave everything for Seth, gets discarded the moment he became inconvenient. This one is going to matter. Second, John Cena vs. The Rock. One final time. This is not a technical masterpiece, and it's not meant to be. Think Hogan vs. Rock at WrestleMania X8. 2 icons playing to the crowd, trading big moves, feeding off the noise in the building. Rock bottom, AA, rock bottom again. The crowd swinging back and forth like a pendulum. Cena gets closer, and then CM Punk slides in and costs him the match. Dwayne wins. They try to concerto Cena after the match, but the third thing happens and Cody Rhodes returns to make the save, a kendo stick in hand. Punk and Rock run off. Cody picks up a mic and tells exactly what happened. Why did The Rock get involved at all? Because Cody had put himself in the way twice already, protecting Cena when The Rock and Punk wanted him defenseless. They didn't want Cody to help Cena when The Rock came out to help Punk. So The Rock took Cody out backstage at WrestlePalooza to remove the variable. Not Seth's crew, The Rock. The chaos clears. Cena and Cody are the only 2 standing in the ring, and Cena gets on the mic and says, Cody, I respect you. You've had my back for the past months, and you didn't have to. I understand that you're the quarterback now, and my time is running out, but yours has just started. He pauses and says, Triple H gave me the right to choose my last opponent. I've thought a lot about it. I had options, but right now there's only one name that comes to mind. Cody Rhodes, at the next pay-per-view the final time, will you do me the favor of fighting me and retiring the greatest of all time? Cody says yes, but this isn't the end of talking, it's the beginning. Act 12. The last time is now. In the weeks before the event, Cena and Cody have the kind of promos wrestling was invented for. Half shoot, half kayfabe, both of them fully meaning every word. Cena says Cody was modeled after him. The do-good babyface, the guy the crowd gets behind, the formula. The good guy. And the Cody says, the difference, John? They rejected you for a while. Me? I'm accepted because I can actually wrestle. Cena grins and replies, you just perfected a formula I created. Cody says, I didn't replicate it. I improved it. Both are right. Both are faces. But both of them have massive egos with the career to back them up. Rudy Tooty Shooty promos between two men who genuinely respect each other and genuinely want to beat the shit out of each other, and that combination is rare and precious and exactly what this final chapter deserves. Stipulation: a ruthless aggression fight. No DQ, no countouts, and a better name than no disqualification match. A special one-time pay-per-view is made for this occasion called The Final Time, headlined by John Cena versus Cody Rhodes. It's a physical match, it's brutal, it's personal without being mean. It's very similar in spirit to the SummerSlam match they had in real life, but given the correct stakes, the current story, and the correct stage. And Cody Rhodes retires John Cena. 1, 2, 3. It's over. The arena goes quiet for just a second. Then it erupts. "Thank you, John" is heard everywhere, and from the back, they start coming out, one by one. Randy Orton, R-Truth, AJ Styles, Seth Rollins, hell, even Drew McIntyre, Dominic Mysterio, Logan Paul, Gunther, Braun Breaker, Seth Rollins, the whole locker room standing on the stage and ramp in silence, watching the greatest of all time take his final bow. Almost everyone. CM Punk is not there. The Rock is not there. Act 13. Post-credit scene. John Cena will return in Avengers Doomsday. I just want to wrap up this whole story as we go on to Mania. After Cena's retirement in December, the story continues. Braun, after being kicked from the Vision, wins the Royal Rumble, and he's going to WrestleMania with something to prove and no one to answer to. In February, the Elimination Chamber takes place. Cody Rhodes wins it. He's going to WrestleMania 2. WrestleMania 2 title matches. Night 1, Seth Rollins defends the WWE Championship against Braun Breaker, the man he made and then threw away. Braun Breaker wins the WWE Championship. Night 2, CM Punk defends the World Heavyweight Championship against Cody Rhodes, the main event he said he would align with the devil to get. The Rock tries to interfere in Punk vs Cody. And John Cena, retired, finished and done, walks out one last time. Not to compete, not to fight, just to stand between The Rock and that ring. To make sure the right story gets its ending. To ensure that Cody is paid the debt for every time he stopped others from interfering. Punk vs Cody is clean and Cody Rhodes wins the WWE World Heavyweight Championship. Both of the World Championships change hands and the old guard is gone. In comes the new faces of the new era. The future now belongs to Cody and Braun, and the road that got them there ran straight through the retirement of the greatest of all time. That's it. Cena's retirement done properly. It's not a highlight reel with a bow on it. It's a story about what happens when your slogan collides with reality. Would never give up must mean something more complicated than it did when you were 26 and invincible and the crowd was booing you and you did it anyway. He closes his career not by winning the big one, but by handing the baton to the next man, the right man, cleanly on the right stage in front of the whole roster. That's not a retirement. That's a damn legacy. Oh, and Brock Lesnar isn't in any of this, largely because I don't want him to, and also the match they had was ridiculously bad, horribly shit, so we're just not doing it. But yeah, that's my booking. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed this, please give it a like, drop a comment, tell me where I got it wrong and what you would do differently. I'm gonna be back with more rebookings and potential fantasy bookings for the future. Maybe a WrestleMania 43 card incoming soon, maybe, if I haven't released it already. But yeah, thank you so much for watching. I'll see you in the next one. Peace!